Hey guys, Carly at Bunny's Garage. Today we're just going to get back onto this little rat truck that we started doing the roof job on. I've done a bit more since the last video, so I'll catch us up and then we'll get into it. See you shortly. Alright, back again. Like I said in the intro, I'm going to get back into this little rat truck that we started cutting the roof off. Well, we did actually cut the roof off in the last video. I've done a bit more since that video, and I haven't recorded it, so I'll catch up right now. We kind of have a roof back on it. Alright. Sort of, and it's kind of a bit missing and stuff like that, but it's all tacked back on. Some ugly hideous tacks because I can't weld, and the steel is that thin it just blows through. As you can see along here, it just blows holes because it's pretty bad. But anyway, the roof's back on. Well, tack's back on anyway, in place. Still a lot to go. We've got to fill this. Got to get it all to sit lined up so we can fill this. We've still got to do the back window. The back window needs to, see, it lines up on this side, but that side not so much. So what I'll do is I will bring this side over a little bit more so they're kind of even gap, and then I will cut, where did I side, in here, and pull this around to meet on both sides, so it gives it a nicer curve, because at the moment it's got a bit of a funny curve. So I'll curve it here and give it a bit more. Yeah, I'll do it that way. And as you can see here, because the cab angles up this way, when you bring it down, it's wider down here, so we'll have to put some splices in. I think I might do it up the top here, splice from up here maybe, and just kind of pull that out a little bit just to meet that. But yeah, like I said, the biggest problem we're going to have is trying to attach the bloody cab, because the steel is that rotten. You know, you can get a few tacks every now and then, but then it just starts blowing through. See, all this is all rotted out in here, so trying to tackle that back together or weld it back together is not really going to happen. Walking around on my knees, some ugly shit going on here. One, my cut was a bit on an angle, but yeah, just trying to tack this, it just blows it to pieces, eh? It's fucking horrible. Got a couple of alrightest ones here, they're doing the trick. But yeah, but I thought I'd spare you from watching me struggle. So I just put the roof on. I didn't record any of this because it was a hassle. Try and do it by yourself and hold it all and tack it and make sure everything's still lined up and that. You know, 'cause there's no one here to help me during the day. Oh. So it was a bit of a struggle. But it's on there now. I've cut the frame off that door and just welded the door. Put some little bits down here, so I've got a pretty decent line down there. It's a little bit tight up here, but that can be sorted. So I've just tacked it to the cowl. Same on this side. Yeah, just a couple of little patches on there. just to get that line pretty much where I want it. Alright, so now I can build this frame. And I want to build the frame, well, no I don't actually. Now I'm second guessing myself. No, we need to attach this actually, because this is slightly sticking out, because the cab's, so you can see it just moves. There's no structure in it anymore, so it needs to be pushed over so it lines up like that. See? So we can attach that. And once I'll probably just put a little bit of a patch in here just to hold it. Once we've done that, then we can start building that frame up. So we need to cut the frame again in here, because that needs to be longer in here to make up for this long piece here. And I also fucked it up when I cut it. Right, I cut this too high up, and it's got a really weird shaped front pillar. Well, it used to until we cut it out. But see, it's quite straight, and then it curved about here. It started curving, so that was still going up straight. It came up into the pillar, so I had to cut it down lower. But now my frame's not long enough, and if you sit that in there, oh, it is long enough actually. But, you know, it needs to go kind of there like that. Alright, now we're going to end up with a really weird piece in here. Not quite a sharp turn, so I don't really know what to do there. But we'll figure it out as we go. But first up, I want to get this door sorted, cut it off like that, so I can get that frame off. I'll cut all these old, the door hinges are a little bit rusted away completely, so I'll cut all these off and cut these off too, because these are, as you can see, very rusty. You can actually bend it. See? Oh, there you go, look at that. They need a cut. It's not a very strong door hinge, is it? So we'll tidy this up, cut this little door striker off, and get that door sitting in here, so that we can line up, get the door gaps right, get this cab sort of sitting. See what I mean? It's just, there's no structure in it anymore. So I'll do the same with that door, tack it onto the cowl and the back panel. So get all this in the right place, get the line, the gaps all sorted how I want them, and then we'll start filling in this roof and building these frames. Alright. Rusty steel, man, not fun. And also not fun, it's had some shit go on here in the past. Alright, it's got nutrients in there. There's actually a seam that runs through here, as well as a seam that runs through the back of the roof here. Alright, so they've done some weird shit, and it was a pain in the ass to try and get this actually level. So it was pointing down, so I've had to tilt all of this back this way. Alright, to get a straight line in here so the frame will go in. The whole cab is just twisted as fuck. So, you know, it's just a struggle. But the good thing about it, it's a rat rod. Who cares? And it's learning new things. Alright, so I'll just pour in some stuff and we'll get stuck in, eh? And we'll I think we'll try and get that door sitting on there first, and yeah, and start having a look at that cab. Alright, see you shortly. Alright, back again. Alright, let's sit up here, eh? You can look at the beautiful sunshine. Oh, you're not going to stand me, are you? There we go. So, this is all I did on the other door. This came from that body line there. Alright. Like that. Came across 4 inches. Seen, I picked that number because it's already, you know, it's already marked on here. It's got some tape over it. And then just go across there, like that. Should actually find a straight edge, eh? Because I did cut the door on the other side. Crooked. Alright, just like that. And then that goes down there. That's crooked. And then on this side, I'll just go and have a look. We're about, where are we? About there. 13, 130 mil. 130 mil. Alright, like that. As you can see, I'm like, yeah, really good at you know, measuring shit and that, you know. I don't put too much time into it, which is probably why everything I cut is fucking crooked. But anyway, it's in there somewhere. Cut that straight off of there. Alright, like that. Looks good to me. It doesn't actually, looks crooked, but you know what I mean. So this side, we just go straight through. Just like that, rough as fuck. The disc ain't quite long enough to get in there, so I have to put a new disc on it. Or just snap it off. Like that. There we go. Whew. Done. It's actually kind of straightish too. Just need to cut these little bits off. Not bad. Not bad at all. Alright, I just need to cut these bloody hinges off. And yeah, we've done it. So I'll do that, and then we'll go and see about putting this door on, eh? See you shortly. Alright, back again. I've just cut those hinges right off. I'm just put a patch in there and a patch down here. This door is actually pretty good. I've just tacked this plate on here. There's a couple of tacks on there. It's actually pretty good. That's just sitting there on the ground. Look at those lines. Lines up nice with that body line. That one's pretty good. And look at the door line, door gap. It's a little bit tight down the bottom. It's pretty bloody good. The other side's a mile out. It's tight up here. The body, the actual lines line up through here. It's just a little bit low here. Yeah, you can't tell because it's all smashed in. But see, the door gap gets wider down here. So what I'm going to have to do is cut the cab off of the mount that's inside, which is not going to be easy because doors are going to be welded on. But anyway, worry about that when we get there. And that should actually line up. If you just push that cab back, you can open that gap up. It's just it's not quite level here, so if you bring it up so it's kind of flat, it gives you that good door gap down there. Alright, just need to tighten the bottom up maybe, but this is and now just grab a screwdriver. That's pretty bloody good. I'll just knock this door back. Smidge there. Open that gap. It's just a little bit big, but it's kind of good up here. I say good enough. Yep. So all I'm going to do now is just pull this door out so it's kind of in line with that pillar. Like that. Alright, and I'll just chuck a couple of tacks there. I'll hang you up here. Alright. Alright. Don't know what you can see. Alright. So we'll just chuck a couple of tacks in here. Pull that door out. It's really bloody good right there. And that's done. Alright, so I just need to put one on the bottom. I've lost my magnet now. Where the fuck have I put that? Here it is. And just a little bit of steel on the end of a magnet. Sit it down here. Like that. Tack. Tack. Same, just pull it out with a screwdriver just so it's kind of in line. Pretty bloody good. Tack. Good enough. It's a bit fucking high in there. Now, alright, same at the back. Alright, come around here. It's the same on the back here. Take it onto that door first. like that. And we wanna, oh, careful, it's fucking hot. Just welded it, you stupid cunt. Jesus. That's pretty good. Nearly grabbed it again. Alright, and that's about the gap I want. That brings that cab pretty much level. Let's go a bit bigger. Right there. Fucking hell. See what I mean? Trying to do shit without the right tools and no one to help. Not much fun, but we get it done eventually. Thing about there looks good to me. Alright, so that's done. Just need to sort this bottom one out. But like I said, once I can get in there, I'll have to cut the bottom off and pull it in a bit. But that's pretty bloody good now. You look at this bodgy shit. So we've got the front there. Right, get a pretty reasonable gap all the way down. It's in line with the cab up here. Sticks out a little bit there, but that's alright, I'll just beat that with a hammer. And then this one. Alright, don't look at my ugly welds, attacks. But it's a pretty good gap there, it's what I want. And it gets a bit big as we come down here. But we can fix that. Right. So now that the cab is actually in the right place, we can concentrate on getting this kind of sorted. Fun times. Alright, so next, I don't know, I don't have any steel lying around, no new steel anyway. So I'm going to have to use the shit that we cut out of the roof to try and fill the roof. Cool. Recycle away. I didn't pull that door out, did I? That's better. Yeah. I really know what to do now. I know what I will do. While I'm standing here looking at it, I'm sick of looking at it. Alright. Gone. Oilers was the hot rod club I used to belong to. Me and a few of them, me and the wife and another couple have actually just left. So we don't belong to that anymore, so I don't really want it on my car. Yeah, we left, started up our own hot rod club. It's called Shifters Hot Rod Club New Zealand. Alright, we've got a Facebook page too. Go check it out. If you're in Tauranga and you've got a cool car, you can always join. Shifters Hot Rod Club NZ. Alright, check it out, it's on Facebook. Not much happening on there, only got like 7 members so far, which ain't bad. We've been going for, what, just over a month. So, it'll happen. Check it out. So yeah, that's that done. Might go and make myself a coffee. And then, just so we can make a bit of a plan, see what we're going to do. We really need to get these bits here just kind of attached, so that we can start doing these door frames. So I wouldn't mind getting everything just mocked up, get the frames all sort of tacked together, sitting in there. Just make sure all the gaps around the top are going to be sweet. And then once that is done, then we can start filling this in properly, because all I do is I'll just put something in there just to hold it in place at the moment, so it's all lined up. Start building those frames. Once I get the frames and know that everything's going to fit properly, then we can start filling in all these gaps and start welding it on properly. And then we'll fill it full of body filler, and you'll never know that Mr. Bodgy Bunny has been in here fucking doing some ugly shit, unless you watch this video, and then you'll know. Alright, so I'll go make a coffee and might have some lunch, and then get back out of here, hopefully, if I've got time, and we'll do some more. Alright, see you shortly. Ooh, that's smarted. Flap a wheel of knuckle. Right, so I'm just having a fuck around. I'll cut this panel. Kind of fits in there, apart from my shit cutting. Alright, so that's there. Which is there. Put a little tack on there. That's fucked. Absolutely fucked. Alright, that was a fuck up. An absolute fuck up. Fuck, my thumb's sore. But anyway, I've just tacked this on there, and as you can see, I fucked up again. Nice big gap, so I'm gonna have to fill that somehow. But let's carry it on. Door gap's pretty good. Door gap's pretty good. That roof needs to go in like that, so that'll line up. Oh, fuck, that hurts. So yeah, there's a door frame, and before I turned the camera on, I did the side. This is the same. Lines up, lines up. Fucked up. Fucking hell. No matter how hard I try, I cut everything fucking crooked. But at least I cut both bits crooked. Except for where I start the cut. There you go, bang on. But anyway, I don't really give a shit. It just means, fuck, that is stinging. Just means it's a lot more work. Gotta try and fill those little gaps. So anyway, it's getting there. So now the front part, which is gonna be a bit of a headache, because that's got to come down sort of around here, so you can get that curve like that. But the problem is we've got this and that, so it's going to be hard work trying to get this line here to line up with this one, and to get that curve in here nicely, as well as trying to work out where to cut it. Nice. Took all the skin off. So yeah, that's that. It's probably about all I can do today, apart from clean up a bit of this fucking mess that's everywhere. So yeah, I will. I've had lunch. I've done a little bit more out here, even though I only recorded what, 5 minutes worth of shit, but it's getting there. Don't know what it's getting to, but you know, some big ugly gaps to try and fill in. There's still a lot of working out to try and get this frame round, but we'll get there. Anything is possible with a little bit of effort. Alright, so I think that's all today, because it's nearly time to go and pick my daughter up from kindy. So that's my day screwed. So yeah, see you tomorrow, eh? Hey guys, just thought I'd jump in, and I'm just sitting here editing the video in my little office here, my little hidey hole inside, doing some editing. This video's dragged on long enough. It is boring as shit. I just about fell asleep editing it. So we'll end it here, because the next part of this video is just as shit. Alright, so if you're subscribed, you're awesome. If you're not, please do. You know, it's a good way to waste half an hour or so of your day. You know, what else are you going to do? So subscribe, like, share. Alright, until next time, have a good one. See you.